program we will be discussing this evening is AJFARM2SCHOOL, Anna Jarvis Farm to School program. The overview of the program entails the setting, which will occur at Anna Jarvis Elementary School. The health focus is to better the nutrition of students, as well as to decrease the obesity rate among West Virginia children, as well as in the United States. The target audience is Anna Jarvis students, grades preschool through 4th grade. The length of the program is roughly 38 weeks, from the start of school in August to the end of school in June, roughly 19 weeks during the fall term and 19 weeks during the spring term. The desired outcomes of the program are for students to consume more healthful, locally grown food options, as well as to decrease the obesity rate among youths in West Virginia, as well as in the United States. The description of the program: AJFARM2SCHOOL is a program that aims to increase Anna Jarvis students' consumption of healthful food options, including locally grown food products. The program also aims to increase the nutrition education through garden-based learning curriculum that is adapted from North Elementary School in Monongalia County, West Virginia. AJFARM2SCHOOL will serve grades preschool through 4th grade during their lunch hour throughout the 38-week program. The program will purchase fresh fruits and vegetables, farm fresh eggs, and local meat from farmers and vendors in Taylor County, as well as its surrounding counties. Through the efforts of AJFARM2SCHOOL, the program hopes to decrease the obesity rate among youths in West Virginia, as well as in the United States. Farm-to-school programs not only help children make more healthful choices, but they can impact the lives of farmers, as well as making communities more cohesive. Needs assessment. According to the county health rankings, Taylor County is ranked 33rd out of 55 counties according to health outcomes. West Virginians suffer from a myriad of health conditions, including obesity, cardiovascular diseases, and diabetes, according to America's health rankings. Due to the rurality of our state, residents have decreased access to healthcare facilities, limited access to grocery stores that carry healthful food options. Their socioeconomic statuses are relatively low, and areas are riddled with fast food chain restaurants that cater to residents with low budgets. Just within a 1.5-mile radius of Anna Jarvis Elementary School, we have 5 fast food restaurant chains, including Dairy Queen, McDonald's, Burger King, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and Subway. Increasing the access to healthful food options is an essential factor in bettering West Virginians' quality of life, as well as increasing their life expectancy. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention states 1 in 5 children aged 6 to 9 years old are considered obese in the United States. In order to make a significant impact in increasing West Virginia's overall nutrition and wellness, early education efforts are needed. The CDC describes that when children and adolescents partake in healthy eating behaviors, this increases proper growth and development and decreases the risk of developing a myriad of health conditions like obesity. Schools play an important role in providing children with unique opportunities to learn and practice healthy eating behaviors. An effective way to initiate healthy eating behaviors is through farm-to-school programs. The National Farm-to-School Network states that when initiating these programs, kids win, farmers win, and communities win. Through these programs, children receive nutritious, high-quality, local food, so they are ready to learn and grow. Farm-to-school programs are a significant financial opportunity for farmers, fishers, and ranchers. These pivotal programs not only make differences in children's lives, but they also make differences in lives of farmers, as well as communities as a whole. When implementing farm-to-school, there are 2 ways to create an effective impact: through educational efforts, as well as through healthy eating behaviors. The first program goal is to increase healthful food options in the Anna Jarvis lunchroom. An objective is to include local, homegrown, fresh produce, farm-fresh eggs, and local meat to elementary school students. The second program goal is to increase nutritional education efforts for students. The first objective is to teach students how the fruit and vegetables they consume come from local farmers. The second objective is to teach students the art of growing their own food. I briefly had mentioned before the county health rankings stated that Taylor County is ranked 33rd out of 55 counties in the state of West Virginia. This means that Taylor County is relatively unhealthy. Our neighbor, Monongalia County, is ranked number 2 out of 55 counties, which means they are the healthiest county in West Virginia. North Elementary School in Monongalia County has implemented a garden-based learning program. The curriculum is divided into grade levels from preschool through 4th grade, and the lessons range from basic gardening to plants in a garden, pollinators, just the berries, year-round gardening, and colonial adventures, to name a few. These curriculum studies can be adapted into any agriculture, biology, or any general education class. Implementation and timeline. AJ Farm to School will implement local, homegrown, fresh produce, farm-fresh eggs, and local meat from the Taylor County area and its surrounding counties during the lunch period from August to June. As for the education curriculum, it would be voluntary for any AJ teacher to include the garden-based learning curriculum within their lesson plans. As for the budget, the United States Department of Agriculture grants awards to public schools to aid into developing farm-to-school programs. They granted the West Virginia Department of Agriculture $69,285 in 2018. This grant money is being used to implement developing a farm-to-school strategic plan for West Virginia. According to the West Virginia Department of Agriculture, West Virginia schools spend $100 million per year on food, and only a small fraction of that cost is sent to local farmers. AJ Farm to School will apply for the USDA's Farm to School grant program and will ask for $13,000. From approximately August to the beginning of June, students roughly attend 38 weeks of school, 19 weeks during the fall term and 19 weeks during the spring term. If we are granted $13,000, that would allot $5,000 per term. That would roughly approximate to $263 and change per week for AJ representatives to purchase local fruit and vegetables, farm fresh eggs, and local meat for students to eat during lunchtime. $1,000 of this grant money would provide tools and resources needed for curriculum and evaluation purposes, like handouts and gardening supplies per teacher's request. The leftover $2,000 would be for salary requirements for a program manager and program aide throughout the 38-week program. Evaluations. AJ Farm to School aims to increase healthy, local food options within the Anna Jarvis lunchroom, but also aims to increase nutritional education efforts by letting students partake in gardening and farming processes to know how their food is grown. In evaluating the program goals and objectives, the program manager and program aide will use a variety of resources when gathering data. Because the program is a short 38 weeks in length, we need these evaluations to heed quick results to show sufficient successes within the program. This will require process evaluations and outcome evaluations because of the quick responses. The students will be given a set of questions that gauge their stances on their new food choices while at lunch. Teachers will also be given a set of questions about their observations of students and if they have used the garden-based learning curriculum within their lesson plans. For the process evaluations for teachers, we will ask, do students consume a lot of fruits and vegetables? Are you familiar with farm-to-school programs? Would you include garden-based learning curriculums within your plans? As for students, the process evaluations will ask, do you eat fruits and vegetables at school? Where do you think these fruits and vegetables come from? And thirdly, is it important for you to eat fruits and vegetables every day? And why do you think so? At the end of the school year, the students will be given another set of questions that gauge their feelings on their new lunchtime additions. Teachers will be surveyed on their observations of students' healthy choices and gauge their stances on the program's future. Outcome evaluations for teachers will include, did students consume more healthy local food options at lunch? Did you use the garden-based learning curriculum this year? And if you did, what lesson? And thirdly, do you see this program thriving at Anna Jarvis in the future? And how so? Outcome evaluations for students will include, do you eat fruits and vegetables? Did you learn about gardening and farming this year? And if you did, what lesson? And thirdly, did you like the school lunches you ate and why? Implementing this program at Anna Jarvis Elementary School in Taylor County, West Virginia, can increase student knowledge of nutrition and their choice for healthier food options, while also decreasing the obesity rate among youth in the area. Another positive implementation outcome is that AJFARM2SCHOOL can positively impact farmers' finances and their communities. Revisions and disseminating information. The program manager and program aide will go through each set of questions by grade level and students versus teachers. They will then input the responses and average those responses into a report for the Taylor County Board of Education to look at to show the sufficient successes or how unsuccessful the program might be. Currently, the future changes that will need to be made will be making the education curriculum mandatory. Youth cannot be expected to make healthful food choices when currently they are unaware why their food choices are unhealthy. I want to reiterate a statistic one last time. 1 in 5 children, ages 6 to 9, are considered obese in the United States. We have to take a stand against this obesity problem. We have to make necessary changes. These children are our future. Implementing AJFARM2SCHOOL can impact children to make healthier food choices, but also let them know how their food is grown. We can also help farmers on a financial input, as well as make communities more cohesive for everyone.